Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on the winners of 5 straight, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground with the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Hard running there. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on 1st down from the 43. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Touchdown, Trojans! What a catch and run for 6. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action. Going for the big play. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. Bring in the heat. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's the end of the first quarter. Final score, USC 14, TCU 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
To the air, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. Snags it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He wants to pass it on second down. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on third down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's fourth down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, USC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Cochran. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone.
What a snag by the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Let's it fly. He's got it.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Trojans. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot. Maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Feeling some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, USA 27, TCU 7.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fair catch called for and made. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Going up top on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Now 2nd and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Skips away from pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going to take off. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Third and goal coming up here. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the pummeling has started. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they've pushed the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They want to run it left here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us, and apparently they live in the second.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown USC! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking for a huge play. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Bad news for the defense. They give up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they get...
He uncorks one deep. Makes a catch at the 20. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Might be looking to run. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's looking to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be dragged down.
And the TCU offense will take over. 1st and
10. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Cal. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down.
TCU.
Minnesota is currently trailing in this one But I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the shotgun, the inside give. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. To the air, it's Lagway. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. And that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave it too much.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Running back goes in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Complete out of the backfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Unleashes one. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Got enough space. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. defense a mere 21 seconds to go here. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Lagway. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. You go out.